Hey guys, got an OU match for you today. That's right, OU, bringing new stuff this week, new stuff. Looking at my opponent's team, I don't know. I see Skarmory, I think that's supposed to be like really bulky or physically defensive. I see Politoed, which is going to set up Perma Rain, and I'm guessing everything else is focused around that, it's just Permanent Rain. And let me tell you guys about my team, since I obviously don't know jack about my opponent's team. My Alakazam can 2-hit KO all weather inducers except for specially defensive, Ninetales, and Politoed. My Venusaur and my Blastoise each have Sunny Day and Rain Dance respectively, so with a combination of the two, they can get rid of any weather effect. Scizor and Rotom are fantastic attackers for special and physical attack and make a great Volt Turn combo, and Chansey is my special wall as well as Cleric. But that's enough for me. I'll let you guys make your opinions about this team yourself. So my opponent is Squiddy, who I met on the Smogon Wi-Fi-Battle Finder. He's going to start off with his Jolteon, as I'm going to send out my No Stall for You, my Alakazam. And here he goes straight out for the Volt Switch. I really should have predicted this, because I just go for the Psyshock, and it turns out he's going to switch into his Jirachi, which is not good for this team. I mean, really, I don't have too many ways to kill this thing. I mean, sure, my Alakazam has the Hidden Power Fire, but it's in no way a 2-hit KO, and I want to save it for later. So I'm going to send out my Mountain Dew Code Red, so that way I can switch into another poke with U-Turn. As he goes for Body Slam on Mountain Dew Code Red, my Scizor, and gets the Paralysis, which is unfortunate. He switches into Skarmory, I get the full pair of hacks, he sets up Stealth Rocks, and now I can U-Turn out. So I'm going to go out into my Plasma! My Rotom Wash, and I'm actually going to go for the Hydro Pump because I kind of figured he'd want to switch here, but I guess he thought that I'd overpredict or something. It does a good amount, but after Roost, it is not going to be enough to keep KOing, and quite frankly, it has very low accuracy, so I'm not going to trust it. I'm going to switch into my Mountain Dew Code Red again, as he goes for the Whirlwind, which switches me right back into my Plasma! I love saying that. And this time, I'm not going to mess around, I'm going to go straight for the Volt Switch, and it's definitely going to KO. So, down goes Skarmory, and that is the least of my well, not really the biggest of my problems, but one of the biggest, since it's Steel-type and very defensive. I go into my Mountain Dew Code Red just so I can go for the U-Turn, as he sends out his Breloom. And I'm going to go for the Bullet Punch, as he goes for the Mach Punch, and it almost KOs me. While I do KO him with a crit, I'm not sure if that mattered or not. I've never done it before. Maybe I'll try and calc it out. Anyway, he sends out Jirachi. I'm going to switch into my Blastoise, and I'm going to have to... I want a Rapid Spin. I definitely want a Rapid Spin. He gets a critical hit on the Iron Head, which didn't really matter. He's going to keep going for them, hoping to get the flinch, I guess, and he does, but... after that damage, it's not doing much. He's going to go for the Body Slam, and now I'm finally able to get off a Rapid Spin, which means I can bring in my Mountain Dew Code Red later to start cleaning up. Because I really want to keep that thing for later for the Sharpedo that I saw. I mean, sure, Bullet Punch isn't going to be that effective, but that thing's made of paper. He goes for the Body Slam again as I set up a Rain Dance, which means pretty much any hit this thing does to me now, I'm just going to get my HP right back afterwards. Seeing this, he's going to pull back, go into his Drip, just to get up the Perma Rain, and I'm going to go for the Scald, and, you know, can't go wrong with Scald. You probably, you get 30% chance to get the burn. So now, I'm figuring he's not going to switch into this unless he actually had a reason to, so I'm going to go into Chansey, my special wall. As he goes for Hidden Power, I'm going to have to guess that it was Hidden Power Grass. And now I'm going to switch, he's going to switch it back into his Jirachi as I go for the Wish. Now, instead of trying to Wish Pass, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go straight for the Heal Bell, as he actually goes for a Body Slam, and he gets a crit on it, but even with a crit, that doesn't even do half. Just look at that physical bulk that I've got on my Chansey. I love Eviolite. So here, I'm going to switch into my Blastoise. Nope, I'm not even going to try and Wish Pass. I know that Blastoise can wall this thing pretty hard. He paralyzes me with the Body Slam again, but it doesn't matter. My Blastoise was already very, very slow. He goes into his Drip again, and I get fully paralyzed. Now, I think that this is actually a pretty good time to switch out and go into my other Japanese Pokemon, my Venusaur, as he goes for the Focus Blast, and it's not really going to do much at all. So, next turn, I'm going to actually pull a double switch into Plasma, as he pulls out Drip and goes into Jirachi, which is just perfect. I couldn't have done it any better. I go for the Hydro Pump, and he protected himself. Keep going for the Hydro Pump, boosted by the rain. It really doesn't do that much. I figured it'd do more than half. It must be like specially defensive or something. He goes for the Body Slam, gets the Para-Hacks, and now he's going to go for the Wish. I'm just going to keep going for these Hydro Pumps because I've really got nothing to lose here. And I take him out with a crit. Just based off that damage earlier, I'm pretty sure it mattered because I was only doing about half before. Just to kind of make up for it, and mainly I didn't really need it anymore, I let Thunder from his Jolteon hit my Rotom and knock it out. So this time I'm going to go into my Venusaur. He's going to go for Hidden Power. It's not very effective, thankfully. I'm going to set up my Sunny Day, and afterwards my opponent is just going to forfeit, seeing that he can't do anything about the weather. So that's it, and good game, man. On to the talk of the day. Today's talk of the day, we're going to do some Q&A. Our first question comes from TPC20 Pro, who commented on my video, "Channel update, I'm back. When did you leave?" Shut up, TPC. Our next question comes from Doink Tonberry, who commented on my video, "Stally Stall Stall. Just one thing, isn't Mold Breaker released? So you could have hit that Bronzor with an EQ and be done with a long time ago. Thing is, while Mold Breaker is released, I'm not running that on my Drillbur. That Drillbur is specifically an anti-Sand Team Drillbur, and I gave it a Choice Scarf with Sand Rush so that way I could get minimal speed investment, like 14 speed, get to Choice Scarf so that way I can get to 21 speed so it can still be useful outside of Sand, and inside of Sand, I'm able to make myself a Adamant Nature so that way I won't have to fully invest in speed while maximizing my attack." And our final question comes from Combusting Citrus, who commented on my video, "Trolled by a Grimer. How can I battle you, Zabuza? Do you go in Showdown or online? I usually do Wi-Fi battles if you want me to upload it, but if you just want to battle me over the internet, I use Pokemon Showdown." So that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and challenge.